Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a paper xylophone so that you're able to practice some of the tutorial videos on my YouTube channel at home. The materials you're going to need to make a paper xylophone is one piece of plain blank paper. This is normal computer paper or printer paper. You'll need a ruler that has millimeter measurements on it, and you'll need a pencil. Go ahead and gather your materials now and pause the video. Now that you have everything you need to make your paper xylophone, we're going to talk about how the measurements are going to work. Our xylophones we use at school are called Orff xylophones, and the way that they work is they start at our music letter C, they move through the musical alphabet, and the smallest note on them is a high A. To make that fit onto our computer paper, all you need to do is follow these measurements. The first thing we're going to do is line up our ruler with the edge of the paper on the left. We're going to move it down close to the bottom, not too close because we don't want our bars to be too close to the edge. And after we've got it lined up, the first mark you're going to make is at 10 millimeters. This is going to be the starting edge of the low C bar. We're going to count from our first dot by fives. So we're going to move 5, 10, 15 millimeters over and make a second dot. That'll be the other side of the C bar. Then to leave some space in between our bars, we're going to count again by 5 millimeters, move over 5 more. This will be the start of our next bar. Count by fives, 5, 10, 15. And there is the edge of the next bar. So this pattern is going to continue all the way through until we get to our last bar. Go ahead and continue making dots following this pattern. Skip 5. Count by fives to 15. 5, 10, 15. Skip 5. Count by fives, 5, 10, 15. Right now you have 4 bars made. On our instruments, that would be C, D, E, F. We're going to keep on going. There's G, A, B, that takes us through our musical alphabet from low C to little c. We're going to keep going because we want to get up to our A. There's D, E, F, G, and little a. And that takes us to almost the same distance from the edge of this side as we started. So your xylophone is nice and laid out and the bars are all even. Now to get the top of the bars, we want it to be on a little bit of an angle. So we're going to move our ruler up about the same distance from the top of the page as we are from the bottom of the page. We're going to start at the edge again. We're going to make the first top dot at 10 millimeters, like we did on the bottom of our page. Now we're going to try and keep that 10 millimeter lined up with that first dot. We're going to create a little bit of an angle. And this will make your instrument look like the instruments we have at school, where the bars slowly start to get shorter and shorter. We're going to follow the same pattern of measurements across the top and make dots to connect. Okay, now that we've got all of our marks made, we're going to turn our ruler the other direction. We're going to line up the bottom dot with the top dot. Use our pencil to just draw a straight line down. we'll do this across our entire paper, making sure that the bottom dot and the top dot are the ones that should be lined up. We don't want to get off of our angles. So make sure you're going one dot over at a time at the top and one over at a time at the bottom. All right, now that we have all of our vertical lines finished, we're going to connect the bottoms of all the pieces that should be a bar and the tops of all the pieces that should be a bar. So when you're lining your ruler up, you're going to want to make sure that when you draw a line, it's between the two that are farther apart, and then the 5mm space, you don't draw a line to connect. I'm going to line my paper up. And I'm going to be careful to only connect the two that are farther apart, and then skip over the space. Connect the two that are farther apart and skip over the space. I'm going to do that across the bottom and across the top. Okay, now that we have all of our bars drawn, the last thing we're going to do is label them all so that we can put our note names on. So I'm going to label right across the middle, and that's going to help me remember where to practice tapping when we play. The first bar, the biggest side on your left, starts at C. And we're just going to follow our musical alphabet going up and labeling each bar. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and now our musical alphabet starts over again with little c, D, E, F, G, and A. And we have now completed our paper xylophone. When you're practicing on this, I would suggest finding 2 pencils to use and tapping with the eraser end. Just like on our xylophones at school, we can make sure that we are using proper instrument technique. Pinch and wrap, and now we have 2 mallets that we're able to play with our xylophone. So I hope you enjoyed making your own paper xylophone and now using it to do some of our tutorial videos on this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.